Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The engine is starting up. Three, two, one.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us?
Putting a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan,
And this is Rhonda.
and a very happy National Fart Day to you.
That's a good one.
It is National Fart. Actually, technically, it is National Pass Gas Day, but
Yeah, but we all know
we all know what it means.
what that really means.
When do you think is the worst time to fart?
When there's no one else to blame.
Like you're middle of an investigation. I'm always afraid if I'm
then you're in the dark and
Yeah,
there's even more than one person.
yeah. Probably your funeral would probably be the worst time to fart. You think?
I don't know. There's a group of people there too.
Maybe if when you're getting married, you're up there.
When you're standing in line and there's
Yeah.
someone behind you,
Yeah.
and you're the only two people in line.
Yes, and you can't. Yeah. You just like whoever smelt it, dealt it.
That's right.
Mm. National Fart Day. So I was doing some research, and I found out that, and this is not to surprise me at all because I hate January, that January is the most depressing month of the year.
I would agree. I think
Yeah.
February is a close second.
You think that's because of Valentine's Day? People
No,
being
I just
depressed?
think because I feel like I see January because like all the hype of the holidays is gone now. So like the hype is gone. It's just cold. It's dark. But I think February is kind of like where everybody's just really getting tired of it. Like I'm tired of it being gray. I'm tired of it being cold. I'm tired of all of it. And spring is on the horizon. Like you can see it in the future, but it seems so far away.
Yeah, when you're cold in December, it's Christmas cold. It's magical.
Right.
It's great. Oh my God! There's a chill in the air. There's lights everywhere. Everyone's so excited. Oh, it's cold. It's Christmas. You get cold in January. It's just cold.
Yeah.
There's no magic behind it.
Yeah.
Just
It's just
depressing.
cold and it's dark and blah.
This is gonna be such a happy-go-lucky show. I was just wondering because I was like, it's the same process of thinking you had with January being, oh, it's right after Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
Unless your birthday is in January, then you have something to look forward to.
Well, that's me.
Oh.
But I mean, I still don't really love January.
When's your birthday?
The 25th.
Oh, you know what?
What?
The most depressing day in January is
Do not say my birthday.
the 24th.
The 24th.
The 24th. Just missed it.
Just missed it.
Just missed out. Just missed out. No, the most depressing day in the year, not just in January, the whole year.
Oh yeah,
is January 24th.
Well, you know what else is in January? Everybody gets their credit card bills where they, splurge
Oh my
all
God.
over the
I didn't think about
holidays.
that. Oh man. So January 24th is the most depressing day of the year. But after that, it's all uphill, all downhill from there, right?
Yeah.
Every other day is like super happy.
Right,
except January
right.
24th. So just be prepared. So how'd you celebrate National Fart Day?
Working. My dogs participated though, I can tell you that.
Oh my God. I bet that smelled great.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Paul Fowler's in the house. Renee Cody. We have Jeff Taflin. The Paranormal Goat is here.
Nice.
Lois Clark is here. We got
Woo-hoo.
Michelle Wilfong in the house.
Wow, we got
are
everyone.
full house.
Everyone's hanging out.
Right. We are super excited for our show tonight. Do you have any cards to pull?
Nope, straight out of cards. Straight. No,
Straight
I'm
out
just kidding.
cards.
I do. Hold on. Let me shuffle them really good.
Straight out of Compton.
Straight out of cards, man. Straight out of cards. There's no cards that can help us today.
Word
Kidding. I'm kidding.
to your mother.
I'm kidding. Let's see what the cards say for the collective today. Let's pull one. Oh shit! I almost dropped the whole daggone deck. Well, that one just flew out, so we're gonna go with it.
Good.
Oh,
Channels.
all right. Every journey starts with a single step.
It's good advice.
And I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but I do think that sometimes the hardest thing we can do is the first step. So, I think whatever you're trying to tackle, just get started. Like for me, one of mine is like, I've been trying to organize my house and like I procrastinated and this is like, sometimes I can just relate to what's going on with me. So maybe that'll help with somebody else. But like, for example, I've been procrastinating because everything has felt so overwhelming because there's so much that needs to be caught up in organizing and things like that, you don't do anything because you're just like you're stuck there. But I felt like if I literally took the time, was like, okay, I'm going to do 15 minutes a day, just 15 minutes a day. And then that progressed on. So just take one step, no matter how big a journey you're trying to go on, that one step will usually start the propulsion to get you where you need to be.
Is that kind of like what
you can't get there?
It's kind of like what we were talking about last week. The hardest part of doing something is actually doing it. Like the hardest part about going to the gym is actually getting up and going to the gym. It's like the hardest part is getting started. Once you get the ball rolling, it's a lot easier. But it's just consistency is the key.
Yeah.
It's good advice.
Yeah. I mean, I think I guess that goes back to saying about like the person that holds you back the most is yourself. So just, small steps end up to big gains in the end. So just start small.
Especially this time of year, it is hard to get motivated to go out and do stuff because it's so easy to sit inside and watch TV and not face the coldness,
That is for sure.
Yeah. So I think it's good advice, and it's kind of funny that we kind of get the same advice 2 weeks in a row where we get just getting stuff started because I think people need that, especially this time of year.
Well, and I think it's what people forget. And I said this last week. I think a lot of people during the winter, like you said, this is the most depressing month of the year. It's because of that. And they just feel like things are dark and gloomy and they don't feel like doing anything. But now's the time to make big moves. When everything's quiet and you've got that extra time, make your moves now. And then you'll get the benefits later.
And that way, when spring comes around and you were wanting to do other things, you're distracted because you have so much other stuff going on. You will have the stuff you need to get done already taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're here. We give a life advice here on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal. So just if you want to know how to live your life, just wait until Tuesday night, 9:00. Come here, and we'll tell you what to do.
We'll tell you what to do.
We'll be your life coaches.
Well, I mean, that's us. We are spreading the knowledge.
Yes, we are spreading the knowledge. You know what else we do? We like to teach new words.
Yes, we do.
We like to expand our vocabulary here. And I was wondering, we did like the Middle Ages or whatever, 1500s slang. So I've decided, and I do have some more of those. Don't worry, we'll get some more of those. But I decided to move on to the 1940s. We're going to go in our little time machine. We're going to learn 1940s slang.
Okay.
And we have got Abel Grable.
Abel Grable.
Abel Grable.
That sounds like a person's name.
It does, like sound kind of like something like, oh, there's Abel Grable. Like someone's name's Grable and they're Abel.
Is that like one of those
Able
terms
Grable.
like is it meaning that somebody's trying to help you but they're really not good at it, or they're causing more problems than it's worth?
I mean,
What
definitely
does it mean?
causes. You could definitely cause problems. A girl with low morals. Otherwise, a 1940s slut.
An
An
able
Able
Grable.
Grable. That girl was
She's
an
able.
Able Grable.
She's able, boy. She's great. Like she's able Grable.
Yeah, she was definitely an Able Grable. I've known some Able Grables in my day. Let me tell you what.
Uh,
So we're having a problem with the Facebook link
yeah,
for
I'm
some reason.
seeing that. I'm just starting to see that come through on my phone.
I don't know what to do about that while I'm on the show. Sorry, guys.
They're trying to fix it in the background, so
Oh, they are. There are producers. Are.
I think
It's
we're
cool
on
not-
YouTube and they're trying to fix it in the background. So
It's cool not having to try to fix something while I'm doing the show because
we've got
a
people.
pain in the butt. We got let our people take care of that. Thank you guys, whoever's fixing it.
Yes, we appreciate it.
So tonight we've got two very special guests who have not been on the show for a hot minute, as the kids say these
We're in a
days.
hot minute, in a jiffy.
They probably don't say that. I don't even know if they say.
I don't even.
I don't know what they say these days.
All
It's
they
so
say
weird.
is bussin'. It's bussin'.
Those bussing. They are definitely bussing. These are
They
two
are bussin'. Yeah.
bussing girls. God, we're showing our age. Ashley and Misty Conner. They are psychic mediums, Appalachian witches, and Reiki master teachers. So they run the whole gamut. They're
That's
just
right.
wear many different hats, as they
You've heard
say.
of triple threats? They're just like all the threats.
They're a quadruple threat.
That's right.
They're all that and a bag of chips. So let's bring them on. Ashley and Misty Conner. Welcome back.
Guys, if you get me on a Saturday night, I'll be an Abel Grable too.
We ain't just gonna be a holler honey. That's what they call them up here. Them holler.
Holler honeys.
You know what I'm saying?
Holler honeys.
I want a holler honey.
You haven't. You need to watch. It's a Virginia Sasquatch dude, and he is in Virginia. And Lord, it's great. He calls them holler honeys.
Are they
Oh my
attractive?
God.
No. None of it's
Oh,
attractive.
yeah.
None of it. Even the Abel Grables. None of it's attractive.
You should change your names instead of the Connerses. You should be the Holler Honeys.
Oh,
That should.
I would so come to that. Somebody calls me and I'm like, right here. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That sounds like we're, going and hooking up with Sasquatch a little bit. Like them holler honeys, they know where he is. We got to hit her up. Yeah, like, that's
Hey.
what it sounds like.
Yeah, people been looking for Sasquatch in these mountains forever. Maybe we just
Right.
found them.
Oh,
There
I was
you go.
laughing at y'all. Ryan, I'm going to tune in just to listen to your expertise. It's the
only
beard,
on
honey.
Tuesdays. I'm going to have
Only
to hold
on
off.
Tuesdays. It's the beard.
Yes. Let us.
I'm telling y'all look so studious
I
this night.
know.
I didn't know if I was in a psychiatric meeting or what. I was like, is this an intervention? Y'all look
Trust and believe, not on our show. Nope.
Oh yeah. I've got you guys cool with the beard. It's still the same.
and the pens
You had
happened.
a
I was
pen.
like, oh no, he's writing down on my problems.
Yes. We're having a therapy session for you now. Tell me about your childhood.
That's what it was. I was like, wow, they're so smart.
They got to trap them. Sometimes when they do that intervention, they got
Yeah.
to trap them.
Mhm.
We just trapped Ashley.
Like it's
That's
probably not even
surprise.
alive. It's just like a surprise. You need
Yeah,
help.
this is it's not even a show. These are all fake comments on here. Over
They
here.
are.
You
They
know,
are.
They're all paid actors. We go all out here.
Or it's just like a screenshot. I wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, you gotta see it through, guys. I'm just saying.
We're totally we got the ruse. We are completely focused in on it.
I'm gonna tell you what, I gotta hold my life off till these Tuesdays to get my life advice.
I know.
Hey, Rhonda can set you on the right path. And I can teach you new words to use.
The
When you're on
first
the-
Words to explain what you're feeling.
Yes.
Abel Grables. I'm gonna use that all over the place.
and then the first step is the
Yeah.
most important.
Yeah,
That's why
it
I think
is.
coming out of my house in the morning, I'm like, God, it's gonna be so damn cold. So that can contribute to
Shoot,
anything.
talk about it. It's so cold. It's just to get out the bed.
It's
God,
horrible.
Like I put a foot out and I'm like, no, not yet.
It is supposed to be
Lord.
17 degrees this week where
Yeah.
we're at.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? I don't even know what to do.
Freezing.
We're
I
up in the mountains, right?
got a question for you, Ryan. What are we okay? Now this is going way back because we were all on the vibe together.
Yeah.
Okay, RNN is now, or is a vibe, or what's happening? honey?
No. So what happened was we did the vibe, and we had a bunch of shows, but people kept dropping off and stuff. So pretty soon it was just myself and Jerry Pritchard Reyes doing her show on Blog Talk.
Jerry,
It was costing me like $50 to keep going with Blog Talk for just 2 shows. So we stopped I think Blog Talk isn't even a thing anymore. That disappeared. So we started doing StreamYard.
Yep.
Jerry started paying for her own StreamYard. I did mine. And it was like 20 some dollars when we first started out, and then it just went up to $44 a month. And I decided that it was just too much money to try and keep it going. So Howie Odell, he started the Riff Nation Network a few years ago, and Rhonda had come on board as my co-host last year, and Howie and I, we got back in touch with each other and stuff like that, and he started doing his show from the cabin. So I decided back in November to join the Rift Nation Network.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be a part of it. It's super cool. It's great to have people supporting me and not having to do everything by myself and all that stuff. So
yeah, that's
great. Definitely great to be on here.
Yeah.
And so we're looking forward to seeing where this goes. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, unfortunately the Vibe Network, it's just when everyone left, it was hard to keep people on to make it worth spending the money to pay the bills.
Gotta have that cheddar, man.
Yeah.
Just say it, Ryan. Goddamn, bills got high, bitches.
You didn't have enough.
You damn slackers! What the hell?
That's what it was.
You needed more Able Grables so they get money, and then you can go
if I had a
bills.
We'd have to
network
be
of Able Grables.
That up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
We like why I went
I
down.
know.
Well, hopefully we'll get more views everywhere else then.
Jeez, was it that bad? We were kicked off Facebook and we didn't play any music.
We weren't even there yet.
It's our Able Grable talk. We can't have that kind of foul language
It was
on Facebook.
That's plumb filthy.
Hard. And then I've talked to people about old sayings, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm pretty showing my age pretty good right now. Like up your butt and around the corner.
Oh my
That
God.
was an ill, burn back in the day. Yeah.
All that conversation was horrible.
Oh man.
Oh God.
You might get us kicked off YouTube if you're not careful talking
Now,
about
you
up
better
the butt
stop
around the
it.
corner.
You better
Absolutely
stop
got
it.
her.
I'll get us right. Look, we're just down right now. It's just us talking to each other.
I'll tell you what, if I knew it was National Fart Day, I would have prepared.
I know. Is it that? Did you say it was
It is
National
National Fart Day. National Pass Gas Day, but it is
Already said
National
it.
Fart Day.
toot around on my own
I'm
accord, but
unprepared.
today it had a purpose.
Yeah. You were celebrating today. You were showing your holiday spirit.
I don't know how that goes that you celebrate. Do you just be like, oh, like you take it in because you're excited? It's a holiday. It's
I ain't
part of-
smelling nobody's butt
Well,
toots.
it's
No,
part
you
of
keep
the-
them over there. Have a
Go
party.
around
over there.
singing fart carols, decorating the fart tree,
Nice, yeah. And you just sit beside the toilet with people and hold their hand.
No.
Because they're waiting. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start these.
You need to prepare next year. Just eat a bunch of beans and like asparagus
Yeah.
or Brussels sprouts, the nastiest stuff you can think of. So on like the day before, Fart Day Eve, you get yourself prepared the next day.
Party Eve.
If it's fart Eve, I'm gonna fart in a jar and hold it for the
Ooh.
next day.
People are making money on that, farting in a jar and selling it.
Have you ever smelled a
Great
fart in a
label.
jar?
No.
That'll kill you. Y'all gotta. I've done it.
Some of them people.
I've done it. I farted in it and then sniffed my own brew, about died. Don't do it. Something happens when it traps in there, guys.
Are too prepared. I think you were too prepared.
No place for the gases to go.
Eating that stuff over there in the holler.
I wonder if it was the moisture in there. Moisture traps smells. That's why we use a toilet, so you can't smell it. Just say no.
When ain't
What
work.
science right there. See, we are teaching people again.
I'm glad
welcome.
for all this. I think
I
they'll
know,
take me
so
seriously.
I know. Listen, all three of us have glasses. What happened to you?
I don't know. I didn't have it. I just had all the smarts up here. I didn't even move the glasses.
I
I'm
am
gonna
glad
every
you're
time
back.
I see something smart, I'm gonna have to be like, guys, let me put the glasses on. So the reason why
Just borrow Misty's glasses when you need to see something smart.
Ooh,
Here,
there you
let
go.
me see. There
Get
we
it.
go.
I can't
Wow.
see
See?
a damn thing.
I can't even. I can't even think. It's so strong. I done say to our dog spent the night in the living room, do bad gas.
Oh my
Where,
God.
was the dog celebrating National Fart Day?
We're celebrating.
My dog farts like a human. Like she
Yeah,
really-
mine too.
Oh my God.
Send you running.
Ugh.
Celsius.
What's up?
What is
Oh,
this?
yeah.
No,
Jeez,
right
that's
there.
up in Canada.
Oh, Celsius. Okay. I
Yeah.
thought they were talking about farts. I was like, oh no, what's that one do? Oh my God.
That's a boom, man.
Yeah, shoot. Went from -18
Yeah.
last night to
Woo!
0.
-18.
God, what is negative 18 in real temperature? Because Celsius isn't real. That's just
It
not.
is real weird. 0 Celsius. Is
He's got my
That's-
phone. Everything he says is true.
That's fake science.
That's fake science right there.
Fake science.
God.
Yeah.
I always
Kids
wondered-
room like America. God.
I want to go to Canada so bad. Man,
Yeah.
when I watch TV shows, they drop humor and they don't even laugh. And I'm just like, I don't think I'm smart enough to talk to them.
That's that Canadian humor.
They what?
That's that Canadian humor.
Tell
It
you.
is.
They'd
Yeah.
probably be making fun of me, and I'd be like, and then 5 minutes later, I'd be offended. I'd be like, oh, shoot. It is very
I'm with you though. I definitely want to go to Canada. We love our Canadian
Yes.
audience up there. We love Z's on Dragon. We're just messing with you and your weird Celsius temperature up there.
Do y'all ever watch Letterkenny?
Nuh-uh.
No, what is that?
What is it?
That's why I want to go.
That's how we want to go.
He's
Their
hot.
humor is hilarious. And I'm like, that is so great.
He's actually a lawyer in real life, and he made this TV show. And
Yeah.
it's Canadian. So when they they make the jokes, like I said, they just keep it rolling. And it took
And
me a
it's-
while to actually
yeah.
understand how fast they were talking. I was like, maybe we do talk really slow around here.
Oh, Howard said thank you. I want to thank everybody for being here. Facebook is not.
Man.
See, that sucks. I knew we had more than 4 freaking people on here for you
Oh,
girls.
shit. Howie's got a suit on. Is he? I know. Oh, my God,
Like really,
that?
Lord. Proper. Say
he
thank
does
you.
look like he's got a suit on. Well,
He
dang,
does in that picture.
I know.
Yes,
Now, alternate
he's got his
trying to
producer
collect
suit
bills.
on.
He's got his what?
Producer shirt
Producer suit on. Yeah, he's
Oh,
professional.
I bet that is nice, isn't it, guys? Like you don't gotta run behind the scenes and make sure everything's going smooth at somebody else.
on.
It is so hard to try to talk to someone while fixing a problem on a
Yeah.
show and pay attention to what they're talking about. Trying to do all this stuff and like, oh, okay, yeah, do this. So yeah, it is very, very cool.
I
What-
can't even talk and do the whole comments on the side. I'm
You can't?
like,
I struggle with that sometimes.
yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
ADHD. I get confused. See, look, I'm already over here.
I know we're like, oh, and I gotta. My lips are moving, even trying to
Oh,
read,
God.
guys. You know.
Aw.
So working on the back scenes to see back scenes of the scenes to get Foodie up and running and try to make a
It seems
proper
like it's
signal.
working on all platforms but YouTube. I mean, but Facebook. It's on YouTube and
Yeah.
all the others.
Okay,
I
well,
tried
long,
to do it on our Facebook too, so I don't know if that did something. Like when I came in, it said I can link to it. So I don't know. I hope I didn't crash the whole son of a bitch.
it's
You
your
know
fault.
what? It's probably
We'll just blame you girls.
just go on and blame us.
Get the
Shit.
Connors.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate what you did. I tried to share it. I tried to share the Facebook, Ron, and I don't know if I messed it up.
Wow, you-
We're showing our age. I just
We are.
It's like I'm talking to a different person.
I recognize it without the glasses on. Yeah.
Where'd you come from, Ashley? I didn't know you were here.
I have a Christmas tree. I need to move that in front of me and then put the glasses on. Yeah.
You know, it is also Orthodox Christmas today. So
Okay.
Oh.
Merry
Also,
Orthodox Christmas.
There
What
was
do they
another
do?
one around here too. God, I can't remember the name of it. It's a lot of spiritual people do it. And please don't like it just popped up recently. I was like, where'd this one come from? But it's like also another one like 7 days or something. And like it's a
Why don't you-
Yeah, somebody at work was talking about that because we were on a Zoom call and somebody commented like, "Oh, you can still got your tree up," and he's like, "Such and such happens. We can't take it down until tomorrow. We don't take it down until tomorrow."
yep.
I didn't understand what he said, but
Well, we
Seventh
don't
Day
take ours-
Adventist.
it's called it's something because I see it on all my spiritual stuff. We don't abide by that, so I'm kind of like but I thought it was kind of cool. We actually can't take ours down until after the first of the year because it's bad luck in the mountain.
same here.
Yeah, you don't want none of that bad juju.
Nope. Just like I love how on January the 1st, you're not supposed to sweep or do laundry or any of that stuff. That makes me happy on New Year's Day. I'm like, I have an excuse. It's bad
I
luck.
like to carry that on throughout the year.
I'm screwed.
Safety
Better laundry.
story.
So it's bad luck in the mountains to take your Christmas tree down,
Yeah,
Yeah, very much so. You're
but
like,
nowhere else.
there's so many other things too. Three
Then
Kings
again,
also somebody.
Yes.
Um,
Three Kings Day.
Three
Thank you,
Kings Day.
Renee.
you like there's so many things like she was talking about just not sweeping. You can't sweep under anybody's feet at any time, but just the sweeping, and you're not supposed to do laundry or wash because you're going to wash away somebody, which means somebody could die in your family, so you're not supposed to do that, and you're just not supposed to do these things. Don't do anything for somebody else because you'll be taking care of them all year long. Like if you got somebody who's just kind of they're real needy, and that day you're like doing all these things for them and stuff, that's going to be your whole year. You're going to take care of them your whole year, and
then
stuff like that.
They randomly throw in there eat Chinese for good luck. Yeah.
but then you're also supposed to have like black-eyed peas and stewed tomatoes and greens and
Greens,
cornbread and
you want to get greens in there because anything, even if you can't get collard greens, get anything that is green, and it's supposed to be good for bringing money in for the whole year.
See, I wish I'd known this whole sweeping under or doing someone's laundry or you might kill them because I may have committed some murder without even realizing it.
It happens, buddy. I mean, but I think that you're not supposed to take the tree. I read somewhere because you would anger certain spirits that you're trying to represent with a tree. Somewhere I read that. They don't explain shit like that in the mountains. They just say don't do it.
right.
Yeah, don't ask questions. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I said so. That's that reason was good enough for me when I was a kid. Whenever
Or
my
you
parents
get
would do something, why? Because I said so. Okay.
Well, like just right, you said, is that here? Is that just in Appalachia? Is that here? I was like, no, it's everywhere. And then I sat there and go, oh, I heard all this from my mama who grew up in Appalachia, so maybe I'm
There
wrong.
you go. Like, I think okay. So it's funny because when we go on tour and we talk about this, because if you get us out of this area, people find this real fascinating. To us, like you were saying, it's just normal. These things are normal. We've been growing, and like Ashley said, they just tell you don't do this, and then later on, you find like a magical reason, or you find this stuff, but they don't tell you that. They say do it, or I'm going to bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Christmas is the spring. I've already have plants coming up. What? Where she live at?
Somewhere nice, apparently.
Apparently,
Oregon, I believe.
Yes, it's true.
Wow. Involuntary manslaughter. You know
That's
what?
spiritual use.
There you go. There
Let
you
me tell
go.
you.
It's I think he's saying Faye, or she's saying Faye.
Because
We were pissed off the Fae because of the whole point of having a Christmas tree in the house is to bring in the house. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mess with the Fae. I really don't. Like, I got given. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a story, okay? When we go on the road, we get many gifts. A lot of gifts, you know? One time, I got a puka. Y'all know what that is?
Not the other P word, but the puka.
A puka. And, like, when he handed
Explain
it
what
to
a puka is for those who don't know what it is.
A puka is in the fairy family, okay? And a puka can shift forms and stuff like that. And I was given it very nicely. The guy was like, you know, this can help you and elevate you to the next level on your gifts, this and that and other. So I'm receiving this, you know, but as soon as my hands touch his, because you don't, in this realm, you don't see nothing, right? I saw a little Sasquatch, and I said, please tell me why I saw a little Sasquatch. And he's like, I don't know. Mine's in cat form. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I joked about it. I was like, I got me a puka. puka puka. I mean, literally, y'all. Like I was like, I give you a puka puka. I mean, because I didn't really understand the grasp of it, right?
Mhm.
So then somebody we were traveling with was like, hey man, you need to Google that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And when I found out one of the looks of it could be a Sasquatch, it's a little hair. And I said, holy shit, I really did see this thing. Like not just, and then I was like, wow, they are protectors. I'm bringing Faye home with me. And I was just like, holy crap, there is so much to the world of Fae, y'all. I mean, if you know anything about it, they are not the cute little fairies you think. These son of a guns could tear your life apart. They are tricksters. They set traps. But if you make amends with them and you feed them and you honor them and things like that, you can actually, they can be protectors and they can help you. But if you have any iron around your house and you bring a Fae in, it's really, really disruptive to them and they become very angry. So if you work with Fae and you're having a lot of bad luck, you might want to find some things to like honor them and stuff like that. But it was very beautiful once I realized, and I was like, because I never, I also got offered a demon one time, but that's for another day. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you. I also
I get a lot of
I
gifts.
researched
I get
it
a
and
lot
I
of
was like,
gifts.
apparently demons don't like rice. So, because they got to count all of it. So these are different things.
Yeah.
When Misty first told me that, Ashley, I got a puka. In my mind, I was like, it's okay. Everyone likes to experiment with girls at a certain point in their life. She's like, it was a little hairy puka someone gave me. And I'm like, well, you go out there and try it in the lady pond. That's what I took it as. So, well, they were very serious about that.
They were, and I got to tell you something. It was pretty cool. It made me feel like I'm riding home. I'm like, I got a puka on the shotgun right here. In my seat.
Yeah,
it's like
word.
Yeah.
So what do they give you to represent the puka? Is it like in a box or something, or?
I wish. I mean, at least if you're gonna give me something, put it in a nice box. But
Was it like here's a puka? Like
yeah, what was it? Like,
are you okay with receiving a gift? And I said, well, yeah, man, I'm cool. And he's like, here, hold your
I'll
hands.
get
okay.
And he was like, this is something, it's kind of like a golem. I think it's crafted. If y'all know what that, it's like people craft these things, they make them. It's kind of like for paranormal people, I want to put it in perspective of the Philip experiment, I think it's called, where what?
No, I'm sorry, I was distracted.
And where they put so much intent in this that the spirit actually, came to life. So was it the people in the experiment that put out so much energy that they conjured this spirit, or was it that there was a spirit that was impressing them? That's like why, you're trying to figure that out. When you make these things, right, you actually just put your intent in there and then you can make them. And people have these, I mean, they're really big talismans for a lot of people. I'm hoping I'm using that word right, but it can help you along in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Japanese demons are also different. That's the person that offered us a demon.
I did not take a Japanese demon. I've seen those Japanese horror movies.
Like,
I was a Japanese demon.
Yeah,
well, honestly, it was a demon. They're like, hey, you want this demon?
Yeah.
Well,
or was it like,
we got so many cool stories because we've been traveling forever, and that's going to be our next book. I'm just going to throw this out there. I've been trying to do this forever, and me and Ashley have been like, this is the dark of the year. Like y'all were saying, it's time to get things done. It's nothing moving. And we really want to put our stories out. Now, we don't know when this is going to happen, but, this is something we're doing. And one of the things was we got invited to this location. We showed up, and all of them had these, was it Onis? They were with them? Yeah. But we could see what they were. They're sitting at a table, and they were people of high prestige that this story is crazy. And they were all there, and this guy gives me a book. No shit, y'all. It was really epic, by the way. He gives a book because I'm like, there's something with you. And he gives me a book and he says, I want you to pick out what you see with me. And as I'm looking through, it's all these old, like, pictures and samurais and stuff like that. And I closed the book and I'm like, your dude is not, because he gave 2 of them and we were like passing them around. I was like, your dude is not in here. Now, mind you, we're sitting at a seance table that has been anointed with like their blood and things like that to enhance it. And it was just crazy. And it was dark in the room and stuff like that. Cause we were trying to open the table up and stuff like that. And I said, well, yours isn't in this. And he said, I know it didn't. I gave that to you to see what you had with you. And I was like, Well,
He
shit.
also would bring people in his house to feed them because he had
Yeah.
made a debt promise to get energy in the house and feed off other people. It's really interesting. They
He's
picked
not-
us up at a Texas Roadhouse.
They paid our tab and they carted us over. You know, they were like, make sure you stay here. The people that got us, right, they called the owner of the house and they were like, I got somebody to bring over now. And they just, you know, so we went over. Ashley had a gun in her butt crack.
I did.
Because we were scared. You know, not every day do you get your bill at the Texas Roadhouse, guys, you know. And it was interesting. Like, he would set up little traps for us, and I really found it intriguing because that's how morbid I am. He would face us one way and he would be like, hey, tell me what you see here. And I said, well, we both were like, it's not this altar you got behind, which he had a cloth over. And he was like, right on. So he would like take us to places like that.
In a random haunted closet with a lot of trapped haunted stuff.
Yeah.
It was interesting. He was an ex-cop. So
Mhm.
it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. He
It's
offered
interesting.
for us to bring people there so that they could kind of feed it because he had a debt he had to pay. But by the end, I guess we had won his confidence stuff. That's when he offered me a demon. And I said,
You get a demon. You get a demon. You all get demons. Yeah.
we joke about this, but that's very prestigious and stuff because all of them had different ones with them and you could see them like through your third eye, like, you know, what they look like and stuff. And I was like, and this is the honest truth of what I said. I was like, yeah, I got a 16-year. I got a teenager. I try to raise him. I don't think I did good with the demon too. And that's literally, that's how I got out of it. I was like, I can't take all that responsibility. But yeah, so these are just some of the stories. I don't know. They were good people, I think. I mean, I thought he was a good guy after all
nice
the,
after that.
yeah.
Well,
nice.
It was a come clean moment of, oh, thank God, I had a gun in my ass this whole time. And yeah, that seemed to be.
I mean, when he's bringing people to feed the demon,
Yeah.
is it? Did you feel it when you were there? Did you feel it sucking your
Is it
energy
draining
out?
your
Did you
energy?
feel different? Yeah.
Well,
I'll let you take that.
I actually, because they gave us okay, this is what we do, da, 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 and I automatically aimed up with a lot of protection, like as in spiritual protection, different amulets and things like that. And I even had the extra protection, like I said, in the ass. And I also did a video because I was like, if I die, my name is Ashley
Yep.
Conner. I am this weight. This is the outfit I'm wearing because I was a tag along. Everybody else wanted to go. And I was like, this is a horrible idea. So anyways, I was over the top protected in that type of way. I did not feel that drained. I was more impressed and wowed. That I was like, this is very, this is more of an organized operation here.
Very much
Usually
so.
it's just, hey, you want to go and like investigate my house and see the spirit. Hey, I think, you know, there's a knock on the door every once in a while, but this was very organized situation. I was like, oh, wow.
So the guy just set up in the Texas Roadhouse,
That was
looking for women to take home to feed his demon, or what? What is that?
that was one of his different
Underlings,
levels.
yeah.
They have different. That's what we're saying. This is very organized. It's in a larger city. Well, kind of like it's getting ready to be a larger city, I guess, in Virginia. And we just happened to be passing through.
They
and,
noticed our witchy tattoos.
and they were like, "Hey, let me whisper to you a little bit." There was a lot of them. It's a lot of them and then they get sworn in. And that is a very big thing in their culture. Like, he had a lot of swords that had a lot of souls in them. And he had all these things. And it was it's a beautiful thing when he tells you the story of it, of how this all came to be. And then all these people are kind of high ranked in this town though. And you wouldn't know it unless you were sitting at that table. And so we were just like, well,
Like
nice
so
to meet you.
much, these people are very intelligent.
Very.
And they have a very nice living situation.
Yeah.
And they would say how I don't have any protection around my house because I know my Onis and they will protect me. I know.
Yeah.
I've never had anybody steal anything, break in because I know they will protect me.
And if they did, then bad things happened to the people who came to their houses and stuff. So it was intense.
There
And
was another story they told us that kind of that went along with that, but we're not going with that for legal matters. I don't want to be brought in court.
Yeah.
But they do believe that bad things happened if anybody tried to break into their house.
So it's really crazy. Like, people believe that they are very safe. I'm going to throw this out there. People believe they're very safe, but you wouldn't believe how many people with bad intentions you don't know is out there. Now, these people that really didn't have bad intentions. He was trying to
sell us on the,
he was trying
Japanese
to,
dream there. Yeah.
he was trying to collect his debt, and he was trying to him. It was an exchange. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it was kind of like you ever went to the zoo and there's a tiger there and you're safe because you have your boundaries. That's kind of like us. We had our boundaries. We felt safe at all times because we were very direct with him. And we were like, oh, we know what's going on here. So you don't got to fluff it up for us, So he really, I thought he was an okay guy though. After that, after he realized and he put the mask down and trying to, be kind of like a facade of this and that and the other, it was very just talking normal to each other and stuff like that.
People actually still go to his house, and he's pretty prominent. There's the
Interesting.
Yeah. It is very interesting because we're like, well, but we get a lot of people because I do cleanses on my table. I do Appalachian cleanses. You wouldn't believe how many people are there with bad juju of other people. Or I'll be like, okay, there's, it doesn't matter what denomination, what you are, who you are. There's always, the evil eye is big. People don't believe it in America. They don't, but that bad intention can throw you completely off. And you wouldn't believe that kind of stuff. So just make sure you have protection at all times and try to do good. That's what I tell people,
Yeah, that's true. Because I was talking with somebody about that recently. You just never know who's sending ill will your way. You have no idea. And so you've got to have something up at all times because, people do spells and crafts. And sometimes it's just the intention. They're just sending that intention and you don't know. So your best bet is just to stay protected.
That's true. And somebody said in your comments, good people do bad things and bad people do good things. 100%. Like who hasn't, if you are a girl or a guy who is practicing magic, what's your first defense? If somebody's really pissed you off and you're really in your feelings, the first thing you're going to go and do, because you feel that's you taking your power back. That's all magic is you taking your power back, right? So I'm going to conjure up, and then after your emotions settle, after you calm down a little bit, then you're just like, oh crap. Like I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I dug up a pee jar I pissed in with other people, and I said,
Yeah.
I'm out late at night with a guy, and all of a sudden I get a call from my friend say, "Come on over, and we've already peed in this jar and pee in this jar." And I'm like, "Guys, we all did it. We all peed in this jar. Come on over and give us
hot.
a little pee." And I was like, "Guys, I'm gonna pass on it." I'm gonna have to pass. Thank y'all. I appreciate the invite. I gotta go. So yeah,
listen, my shit started getting weird in my life. Come to find out, the person that we had done this on afterwards, their life starts getting a little weird. I will give y'all a clue though. If you do spell work on somebody, or you've had spell work done on you, and all of a sudden your life gets a little weird and just weird shit starts happening, but then you go to the doctor and they get readings of cancer, but there's no cancer. That happens, because what's happening is that energy's coming, and you're like, gosh, all on a medical sense, they're like, this is the signs of cancer, but yet there's no cancer. And when they go to find the cancer, there's none. And then you'll hopefully recover and things like that. But that is something that literally I've seen a lot in this, and people don't talk about because there's so much intent. Well, after things start going sideways in my life, and then I realized, I was like, let me look at the whole picture here of what they thought, their reasonings, things like that. I was like, and I looked at the other peers and I said, I'm digging that pee jar up, guys. I got to get my piss out there because shit's going sideways on me. So I've done that. I mean, hey, I'll be the first one to admit it. That's my last pee jar, guys. I've been trying to go straight and narrow after that.
I'm just kind of keeping
Y'all stuff for good? You going cold turkey?
Yeah. No,
well, I don't know.
I try to keep my pee to myself.
I give a little pee anywhere I go. If I cough good, I'll give a little pee.
So what does a pee jar do? What is that like?
Well, you can use them a couple different ways. Number one, if you want to protect any property that is yours, a lot of witches back in the day would do a witch jar, and I think there was some that was dug up in, what's that colonial place y'all got near y'all?
Williamsburg.
Yeah. There was a jar, and they were like, oh, this is old school witch's jar. And a lot of times they'll put like shards and stuff, things like that, and she'll pee in it. Then she'll bury it on her property. And what that does is that kind of it's like an animal pissing in the corners. They're staking their ground, and it adds energy to that's protected. If you are trying to just mess with somebody or you got a lot of emotions, any fluid you have in your body can be used, also theirs. So peon, vinegar, stuff like that. You just thorns off of a rose bush, jam that shit in there. You got pictures, you got hair, you got their name, their signature, whatever you have. I can take things off the internet and use them, to hex people and stuff, which is kind of sad. We don't think about that, but just a picture can do it. Just their name can do it.
Yeah.
And then you can bury it. You can put it beside somewhere that has a lot of energy that will fuel that. If it is bad and you want to get that shit up, people don't tell you that. They tell you all the other stuff of how the hell to do this, right? But they don't tell you what if shit goes sideways. You dig that shit up and you take it to the elements. If it's pee, you douse it out with water. If it's like something that can be buried, you grind it and bury it. Anything, you take it to the elements. That's how you get rid of it. And you call your energy back out of it.
Could spit
Crowley.
work?
Yes.
Yes.
I use spit a lot and
I-
hair.
yeah.
Also, any fluids of your body. But Crowley actually believed that was the big key to magic. He had a shit ton when he passed away or whatever. He had a shit ton of jars of shit, piss, and his semen in his little area. So Crowley believes that actually your fluid are very good too.
Mhm.
Your notion on iron and put it 4 points corner of the home as a good barrier.
Or on your property.
Yes,
Yep.
for protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can use, and a little tip that we tell people a lot of times is if you're in an apartment, you don't want to just iron stake out there or some iron that you have. Get you a potted plant and dig and put that in there. So it's like, in the ground or whatever, but you can put them in the four corners. People will never know, but it's, it's guarded. Yeah.
Howie prefers to use cow tongue.
Oh, wow.
Buried in the backyard. Let it do what it has to do.
What he's talking about is you use a cow tongue to get somebody to stop gossiping and stop shit. Well, that's what we use it for. I don't know what Howard uses it for, and he
Probably the same thing.
yeah. So what you do is you go to your you go to the butcher and you like sew that bitch up and you put all kinds of herbs and stuff and then you bury it. But the cow tongue has been used forever to get people to shut their mouth.
I want to go back here. Michelle Wilfong said she caught a picture of a cat with hooves
That's pretty
inside of an orb. What are your thoughts on that?
Get it? You could say it.
I have no damn idea. That's trippy shit. That's some trippy shit.
And now it's perhaps more official. You say it like that.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I sound crazy on this show. I just realized because I'm telling you all this information.
I want your
at
hair
once.
to be crazy and that
I
one
know,
guy
right,
with the
right.
the
Hold on,
aliens.
hold on,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
what I want.
Listen, guys, I got stories to tell. No, like you can, like what the hell? Oh, the cat. So when I do magic and we did magic at a certain place, we would see smaller things run the magic. And we were just like, as we were going along, we were just like, that's our magic runners. So if she was doing any practicing or anything like that, a lot of times they will come in different. I mean, we've seen some weird shit, and it's because you see this realm, but on the other side, there's all kinds of weird shit over there. There's things that are to people here, like if a nice Christian or somebody had a lot of faith and things, they would, if they saw some of the stuff we see, they would think they were demons, or they would think that they were horrible and they were just cursed for life. But actually what it is just like shadow people, and some things are in tar. They're just different levels. I guess that's how you would say it. So that energy is different. Yeah.
I've read a lot of books on mythological creatures, and a lot of people believe that would be something that kind of goes with you, kind of like a spirit animal. And just recognizing those. I don't remember a cat with hooves though, but there's certain ones it's like, oh gosh, this one has the power of that, or this animal's around them more. They believe that the mythological creatures were not respected enough, so they became invisible, kind of like angels and things like that. Not up there with angels, but that's the whole premise of a mythical angel or mythical creatures. Kind of like it's like what the hell is that called? There's different silkies. That's kind of like a mermaid. And then there's a horse that's a mermaid. And it's different ones like that. Even elves and all that type of thing. They believe that those are now invisible. And that's something that you can carry with you to have more of that type essence around you.
Kind of like the puka, like it is a being. I just can't see it until
Right.
I touched, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And then when I googled, I was like, "Oh shit, I really did get this," you know?
So
Uh-huh.
when you saw your Bigfoot, the puka, how
It was a
you,
little foot.
yeah,
Oh,
little
beautiful.
little
It was a
little
little
woodburger,
big-
as they say in there. Do you still see it when you
Yeah.
or do you have to like imagine it or like conjure it or
Run,
call it to
she
you?
Apparently threw that
Son of a
bitch out
bitch.
the window or
Run.
something. I
Don't out me, damn it!
what do you mean? Out you?
Because I cannot lie. I do not have it, but the man who gave it to me, I see him quite often.
Oh,
I
oh
am
yeah.
going to say
He asked
he
how it
is
is. I guess
happy.
it's kind of like giving a cat.
He's at home,
Still
just
calling
chilling.
out the cat, and you really shouldn't.
He's crawled up in the window getting some sun, honey. He's fine. That's what's yeah. Okay, talk
Howie
about-
says, okay, talk about mythical into mystical and the energies of the Appalachian Mountains. Wouldn't you consider majority of that to be fae?
Oh God, you take it because I'm ready for this one.
Well, with that one, a lot of people have the different background, and that's the cool part about the Appalachians. Everybody's like Scotland, Africa, all that crazy stuff. It's a melting pot of that.
Right.
So it depends on your not necessarily genetic line, but it seems to come out more. Just like if you are, say, I'm Irish, I'm a Conner, I have red hair, I really want to go to Ireland. That's just something I kind of gravitate towards, and they see that on the spiritual realm as well. As in, okay, I'm going to kind of go with that one. So that's one way to kind of go about it. Also, you have different elements, as in the earth, as in what is that one thing called that we came across quite a few times in the Native American?
Oh, it's the trickster.
No, it was called something else. Elementals. A lot of
Yes.
elementals. That'll be a lot with the earth, the ground, the location. So it's just like a spirit. Are you haunted by this creature, or is the grounds or the area haunted by this? So it's a lot of different elements, as in animals, mythical creatures, and that type of thing. And a lot of fun things as Appalachian folklore. When you look up that,
Yeah.
and I've actually like read different books, and they'll be like, this ain't witchcraft. This ain't witchcraft. But if you go down to the river and you get a soft stone and you soak it on your temples and you read from the Bible, Psalms, blah, 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 you'll no longer have headaches. And they're like, but this ain't witchcraft. They double up saying witchcraft.
Makes
Because in the Appalachian Mountain, that was the worst thing ever to say you are a witch or believe in any of this stuff. It could be haints, it could be a demon. So a lot of the words were translated into religious stuff. So
Right. That's exactly right. So when Ashley was saying, like, nobody is from here, like nobody. We all got imported over, guys. So when the Appalachians, we were all put into these mountains that were no good, that we thought they were thought less than. So you'll find a lot of Irish, you'll find a lot of Native Americans, you'll find Germans, you'll find Scottish, because they just shoved us all back in here. Well, all our religions, as then back then, you got to remember, a lot of us, were believing things such as, the fairy or the fae, and they were believing things like that. It was different, right? Celtic and so that came with us. These people, plus a long time ago, the Appalachian Mountains, before when Pangea, right? The Appalachian Mountains was actually part of Europe, also part of Africa. And so when people come over here, they're like, man, I've had people come to talk to me and they're like, I don't know why I'm pulled here. And I'm like, well, your heritage could be. And that is something like things remember, our blood remembers who we are, our souls remember. So then you're just really drawn. There is nothing like the energies that are in these mountains. Like me and Ashley have been places and we'll be in the mountains, like walking, and we'll be like, time to get the hell out of here. Cause you can feel the shift in the energy. There's just something that comes through and you're just like, we got to get the hell out of here. That's happened to us like numerous times. And we're like, okay. Cause these spirits, we don't play. Cause over here in the mountains, this is the thing. You don't walk off the path.
Nope.
You don't listen to anything that calls your name, because that shit happens a lot. It will be somebody that you know that will call your name. And you'll be like, wow, man, why am I hearing this in the woods? They want you to get off the path. Also a whistle, things like this. We've been taught ever since you just put blinders on and you get back to the house. My mom, when we would feed animals and go to the barn, she'd be like, You go straight in there, you do what you got to do, and you get out. Don't listen to nothing. Don't look at nothing, because at nighttime, this place is very much so roaming with old and ancient energies that, we do not claim to have. People underestimate how strong these things are. They think, their ego lets them think that they are so much bigger and they can take care of all this. And the next thing you know, you are just a basket case, because you can't wrap your head around that these things are older than we ever will be, more powerful than we've ever going to be. Howard said he's coming to Roanoke. Honey, that's town. We have been told ever since. He's been, yeah.
And in the mountains.
It's so funny because when we talk about Roanoke, even though we use it as like a pointer, we were always warned about Roanoke. They were like, "Stay out of Roanoke. That's a horrible place." Yeah.
Both my parents are from Bedford.
Ah.
They were both raised Methodist. However, even in the form of Christianity, there were stories and tales of mystical creatures in the myths.
Yep.
Because that's what they do. They say, okay, you just need to do these things and these superstitions, but but still it's because of God. And it's still because, so they always double back on the Bible. All of our things, like we can stop blood with Ezekiel out of the Bible. We can blow breath into babies. We can do all these things were done with the Bible. The Bible is the biggest grimoire there ever was. Think of how much power is in this. How many people have cried and put their energy, just like the runes. They have been here forever. Those are magic, just like this Bible is. No matter if you believe it or you don't, there has been some little lady that put all her energy and believe in that, and that made it magic. So I think it's,
He says
Do you have Brookhag there?
Brewhag? A brewhag?
Yeah.
Oh, do we have brewhags here? Do we have brewhags?
No, I don't know what the hell that is.
I do.
I don't.
Yeah. It's just
Put your glasses on, Ashley.
There you go. Now you know what it is.
I ain't never seen one myself, and if I have, I wouldn't recognize it.
My roots are from the Black Forest in Jeremy, Salem. Oh, honey, we are like almost 60% Irish, and then the other is like 25% like German. So y'all don't understand. Them Germans were morbid, man. All that shit that came out of there, all those stories, Krampus, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, Krampus.
Yeah, man. All that came from the Germans. And then you add the Celtics in. They just wanted to drink about it and maybe see a fairy or two, you
They
know.
believed on the fairies. I don't know. I live on the edge of the woods. Like nothing's behind. Like, well, where the little meth house I bought is on the edge of the woods, right? And electric.
He's right down the road. He's on 419. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so
I'm giving
little
Howard
meth
the dress
house,
out.
like where I bought this little meth house, and it's on the edge of our farm. I don't go in the back of the woods. When I'm by myself in that house and you hear stuff in the woods, like making noise and stuff, I'm like, fuck it, that's what God's gonna take care of that. I got shit.
Yeah.
I just get the hell out. I sit there myself. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, I am a little bit pussy. This is one, and also, they believe when you're on the beach that someone will cry for help, and it's usually a spirit.
Don't tell the story. We sound horrible.
Do it. Tell it.
We were at the beach one time, and we were going by, and like somebody started yelling, "Help! Help!" We said, "Fuck it," and left.
We got walking down there
with them. I was like, "This is a trap." Yeah.
We were like, get back in the car. We did a U-turn, got back in the car. Our country asses went home. We were like, we know what this is. Y'all trying to trick us. It's a trap.
And then we looked for somebody died that night.
Yeah, we were
So,
good. We
yeah,
were
they
good.
fine.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. That should tell y'all something. I've been offered pukas. I've been offered demons. I've been offered all this. But there are certain things in these mountains I will not mess with. So that's where our power comes from too. Like imagine that. Things that give essence to those darker things. Or I'm not going to say darker because I don't want to. They're just different energies that we know they're bigger than us. That's where we have a mountain called the Shell Hill. And every animal that's ever died on this farm has been buried that. I'm talking about cows, dogs, horses, anything. Any animal we've ever had gets buried on this mountain.
Like a fucked up cemetery.
Yeah.
Cemetery.
And that's where we do when it's major conjuring that we need to do and just connecting with the higher. We go to the top of that mountain and we just, connect and stuff. And there's nothing that is more like I don't know there's nothing in between us, and bigger.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you something. That's kind of cool. Howard, does Howard live up here now, y'all?
Yeah.
No.
His girlfriend lives up there, so he's kind of in the process of moving out there.
No, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The thing that lives in a drain
Drain
ditch,
ditch in
South
Southern-
Carolina.
Oh,
Listen, Slate Lick. We had that at Slate Lick. Let me tell you, I'll believe in anything if that sumbitch is scary. If it's in the ditch, if it's not in the ditch, I don't care,
I thought they
man.
had a frogman. No, that's a weird part of Virginia. They also have, they believe, demon monkeys in this one place in weird Virginia.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
find
I read that one.
A fella tried to take me on a date out there. I was excited. I was like, show me
He
a
was
demon
probably
monkey.
talking about what you had.
So someone offered you a demon monkey too?
Demon monkey.
I was like, please, take me on a demon monkey run.
You're in a lot of
If someone offers you a demon monkey, I want you to take
That
it.
sounds like an
and I want you to
alcohol.
put it on
It's
the
a
show.
demon monkey.
I'm telling you, I need somebody should make that alcohol. Get some of that demon monkey in you.
Oh,
You
God.
do it.
There we go.
That's epic right there. That's a name.
You're
right
gonna be
there.
able to run a mile and jump a whole 5-foot fence. Get you some of that demon monkey in you. That's exactly how it's gotta go. But there was a group of Roman gypsies that were camped in the site as well, so there's no telling what they manifested. I know we saw naked men and women running through the woods at that. Real people or just like
Was that
Yeah.
a good time?
spirit people? And speaking of which, I got to speak to
Everyone had a
Remain.
good time that night anyway.
They bring strong energy to the valley.
I got like one time we pulled up to the top of this mountain in Craig County. If y'all know anything about Craig County,
That's
it
bad
is.
enough.
They tried to close their schools out there, but nobody. They were like, "Don't do that." All these kids have nowhere to go, and they gotta have some education. They found out that we used to live there at one point when we didn't live where we're at now, and it's on the line of West Virginia. And we rolled up to the top of a mountain one time because we were meeting somebody for an investigation. It was like I don't know if you've ever heard. It's a little cemetery out there, and somebody
I
has to
remember.
come get you. It was Bob, the cemetery guy. He has to come get you and take you to the cemetery. Okay. There's nothing on coordinates or nothing like that. And we rode on top and they were having some kind of something up there. And we were like, right on,
See you
brother, we
later.
gotta go. Because you don't know what you're going to get up there. Sometimes they got clan meetings. And
I
we didn't
have
wanna
walked
go.
into a clan meeting before. It was a
Yeah.
potluck, and I was just like, "Oh Lord, I gotta go."
Yeah.
Y'all
clan
please,
meeting.
I ain't coming over there.
That's official, guys. I ain't got no
That scared the
beans.
shit out of me more than anything. You roll up in on that, and you're like, "Oh, you're the only other person in the woods." And
Yeah.
I was hiking. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you supposed to do?"
You don't know what you'll run up in here.
I
You
thought
think
it was
it'd
a
be
fishing
anything.
trail. We get in random fucked up situations.
We do.
guys. Her more than me. I at least say
No.
keep your damn.
You
Lovely
would
puka to
not.
yourself.
You would be like, give me that some bitch.
I'd
I'll
be
take
like,
it. You would too.
No, I wouldn't. I, he's a lovely guy.
He is. I love him dearly. So
I just,
we get in a lot of situations that we
I'd
do.
probably just say no thanks.
You
I
would
go.
not. You take it.
I would
You
not.
would take it. You would. Ryan, would you take that puka?
Probably, yeah.
No,
I say
I'm
no.
a good guy. Would you take it, Rhonda?
Yeah, I would take it.
Thank
you.
I
I would.
won't take
down.
a demon or a Japanese. I won't take a Japanese demon. I
I
would,
can't. I don't have that kind of responsibility, guys.
I would draw the
really-
line
I don't know.
at the grudge.
I'd
I'll
probably
do
be
that.
like, I don't know where your puka's been. I don't need
Sure.
it.
No, but it was really cool though, and stuff
was
like
a
we
great
got.
Want a little mini Bigfoot? That would be so cool. Like,
Yeah,
if you
that's
want
what
mini
you want.
horses,
Yeah.
right? Mini Bigfoot would be even better.
Yeah, the only thing is if you don't keep up with it, you don't do the things you need to do, he can get kind
Did
of
he fucking
testy.
die? Oh my
It's like,
god! We need to mow. This is terrible.
It's like a paranormal Furby. You got to feed it and you got to.
You let it start. Did you start it? Is that-
You starved your puka.
Did you lock up a cat? Like,
Listen,
never
you don't
seen
know.
it?
He could have died here and you've been kicking his old carcass around forever. You wouldn't know.
Right.
It's on the couch,
So
just sitting there. The,
I
corp- the
departed
corpse.
from him. Like when
Oh.
I had him, I said, okay, our journeys are done. You got to go this way. And there was a little bit of time that I was like, I really got to push your energy back some, because I could feel that it was kind of coming closer again. I was like, nah, man.
Was it like releasing a tame rabbit in the wild? They're gonna die.
Go be free.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I have a place that I think he might be on our property, but I won't
It's
say.
like a hole back there, and he's just hanging out. This guy really.
Somewhere.
Well, he's part Fae, and he does like trees and stuff like that. I mean, just go roam, buddy. I'm just
Do you
not.
have
Harry
like,
Leprechaun
out your
together.
window late at night, and you're like, you close the blinds because he's like,
At the end, please.
He's got his old foot propped up. He's like,
Let me in.
It's cold out here, you bitch.
or he's like, I just imagine his wife be like,
You know
And
what?
she
though? Hold on. You're gonna be thinking about that tonight, aren't you? If you hear something on the window, she's gonna be
I'm
like,
like,
"Ooh."
back room. Go get her. Go.
No, that was like a couple of years.
He's
years
dead.
ago.
He's dead now.
No, and I just kind of severed the tie because once you take that responsibility,
Apparently
actually,
not if he's out in our trees.
What responsibility does it? Like, what do you have to do? Like,
you
Got
gotta
to feed it, love
how do
it.
you feed it? Like with energy and stuff?
You ever seen that Bugs Bunny where it's like, I'll call him George and I'll feed him?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it kind of felt like that to me. I was like, it's too much responsibility. No, you have to give offerings to it. You have to make sure that the place that he has is a
Google
place
this.
when that is very comfortable for him. And you have to make sure that, and if things start going, once you make that arrangement, if you stop feeding him, he will fuck up your life. I'm not joking. It's a fact. So
What are the benefits?
what? Okay, so you ever seen on? I keep saying Bugs Bunny, but I think
Oh
that's kind of
God.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
AI overall says caring for a puka, a mythological creature from the Celtic folklore, primarily
Okay.
involves respecting its mischievous nature,
I told you.
offering
I
small
know what
gifts
I'm
or
talking about.
tributes, and maintaining a positive relationship
Yeah,
by
no.
not trying to control it. As
Yeah.
pukas are known for their unpredictable behavior and strong sense of autonomy,
Yeah.
essentially. Treat
like-
it with a mix of caution, humor, and appeasement while recognizing that you
Fuck
can't
that.
truly tame it.
That okay, so you know, like on Bugs Bunny, where there's that little demon that'll tear apart all the aircraft and shit like that, right? It's like old school.
the gremlin.
That's what the fuck we're talking about. This thing is mischievous and stuff. So I nicely parted ways. I pushed my energy away. I was like, dude, you gotta go on your way. I never fed it. I never completely took ownership of it. On that trip home, I made sure that I didn't, because he can do great things for me. But that year also, we had the electric. It was a big wind that came and stuff, and the tree.
That's
and
probably why our fucking trees fall down out in front. We got a tree down right now. It's
Yeah.
Misty's fucking puka out there running.
Yeah. Just
angry,
knocking trees
Running
down.
wild. It's gone wild.
I'll knock it over. Yeah. No, one time, this is no shit. That same year, this is why I dug up that pea jar, y'all. I thought shit was going sideways on me. It's probably just my puka angry, trying to get in the house. Like literally the wind came, a tree went down, and it ripped the electric cord out of the side. You know how you got a meter box and shit, ripped it
Yeah.
out of the whole side of the house. And so we had to call, and they were like, it's a wonder this didn't rip down the whole end of your house. Somehow it didn't. And I like weird shit like that started happening. Like
That's a
stuff
sign.
that's
It's like Harry and the Henderson. Because like how you get
Yeah.
rid of him is you just ignore him. How fucking mean. It's like Harry and the Henderson.
Yeah.
I haven't talked about him, guys. Since,
Now he's gonna be knocking on your window.
Now we brought it back out. He's like on his way back right now.
like, guess what? You got a new owner right here.
Y'all are gonna have
Surprise!
to be
You
getting a
got it.
GoFundMe for us because our house is gonna burn down
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah.
Like, God.
I'll
They're
keep a
very
lookout for it.
But they can also do good things for you, like if you treat them well. I can't do that. I can't even fucking remember to feed my chickens, okay? I can't feed a puka.
He's probably
something-
eating the chickens, probably.
So was a guy trying to get rid of it? Do you think? Was
No,
it
he-
okay?
He
I got
made
it.
it for me. He
You
made
made
it
it
Felt like
for
you
you.
needed it for some reason.
because he wanted me to be able to elevate my gifts, and he said that this can slip into the other world easily and backwards and forwards to do things for me. And I was like, oh man, that's so cool and stuff. But
But
then
then put a cat carrier out back. Try to sell it. You'll be like, guys,
I can see him carrying. Yeah.
he's
Take
mean.
your
He's a
puka.
puka.
listen,
Yeah.
if you see us at the next con and she's got a cat carrier, don't you buy that sumbitch. Don't you
Your
buy
pocket
it.
puka.
I thought that's the, he's probably
No.
thankful.
No, y'all.
Poor
Shit.
That's your next business. The pocket puka.
The pocket
That's
puka.
nice.
It
I
is-
imagine
He's
it.
about this big, guys. I'm serious.
He was. He's probably bigger now.
He's angry. Okay, he's angry.
You don't like him when he's angry.
Yeah. I just imagine like those T-shirts where you have the pocket and there's an animal sticking out of it. When
Yeah.
I first got him, and then she just took that little bitch out, threw him out on the road.
I didn't throw him out. I severed our ties.
Oh,
Ashley.
that's a spiritual breakup, right?
That's
Like,
We had different paths. It was at the top of Christiansburg Mountain.
It's not you, it's me.
On the interstate.
you open the door, you're like, get out.
Get out. It was
can't
a,
see anything.
it
No
was a
normal
spiritual drive-by. It was a spiritual drive-by.
Spiritual drive-by.
Threw him out. I was like, get out.
I
We're
just
going fast
imagine
enough.
you like all like fucked up, and you got like a threat, and you're like, it's not working out. And then you don't see anything, and you have this old shitty car, and you're like, we're gonna have to part ways. You spiritually could be stronger this way, and you lean
That's
over
exactly what I did,
and
actually.
open the door, push it open.
He's doing the puka walk of shame out the door.
It's like, bitch.
He's got his heels in his hands. He's walking.
And then he does a sad look back to make sure. That's what I imagine.
Sad music playing.
No, seriously, guys.
He's got the knapsack with the stick and everything.
It's got like moss and a rock in it.
We're all going to hell, and all of us are going to get little knocks on our door today.
I know it. I know it.
Don't answer it. He'll come in. You can't get rid of him.
That's right. Well,
No, seriously, I'm not lying, y'all. I knew everything in my body said if you take him to your house, you're done.
he'll never leave.
So we were at the top of Christiansburg Mountain. I was like, it's time to get out, brother. And I just
Wild
like,
folk out there.
yeah.
So he's all excited about having a new home. He's
Yeah.
on his front seat like this. Yeah. I have a family now.
Yeah. He's like that. It's like picking up a stray animal from the
He's gotta get out.
Rolls out the window with the spinner. Whee!
Oh god.
I got a family.
It's so bad. And I just imagine his teeth sticking out like a dog, and he's like,
He's out the window like,
Yeah,
out.
I was like,
what do you
What's
do?
that?
I don't care.
And for me to know exactly what he looked like and then look at a picture, I was like, shit, this really is real then. You know, like there was no way I could have known that, you know? Pocket, polka, that, oh God, soaked in, like, oh God.
Oh, gosh, I remember.
I was like, because I'm going to tell y'all something. The guy who gave it to me kind of had his
kind
around.
of fucked up.
Yeah. See that Bigfoot right there? That's what he looked like when I took him.
He was healthy.
He was, yeah. They're Google it. They're kind of scary. They could turn scary on you. And we had already dealt with some elementals.
That's just sad.
No.
I don't know if y'all can see it. Look at this little feller she kicked out.
Guys,
Cute as shit, Ryan. Look at him.
yeah.
Hey, look, could you imagine that sitting shotgun with Misty like?
He's over there. He's got his front feet, little legs dangling. He's all
Yeah,
excited.
that'd be cute.
No, they dangled right the fuck out of that car. I was like, I knew it was really foreboding too. Like coming home, I was like, I gotta ditch this thing quick. It's like dropping him off at like maybe a bathroom or something. You know, just get out, kid. I gotta burn rubber.
Especially have pocket pukas that you soak in liquid and
Yeah.
like moth. Is it really a puka? There's a
don't
really
know.
plant. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, wait a minute. Is that
Wicker
the
Man in
wait,
Ireland, yeah.
What is that one thing that's the Eve, the flower? Is it Eve? No, it's that one flower that looks dead and it's a ball and you put it in water.
Oh,
and
the Jericho. It's
There
Jericho, yeah. I'm not, listen, man, I ain't all about that. I love getting gifts. Don't get me wrong. I do. But if it's spiritual gifts get a little weird, guys. I ain't gonna lie. And I do appreciate them and stuff like that. Cool thing is it did let me realize his energy. And like, if I feel one around somebody else, especially on my table, I could be like, you got a little something extra and it might be on another level. Everything that we've ran across, I'm really grateful of it because I'm like, I can, like when people are laying on my table, I could be like, oh, you got like this energy and energy. So every time I try to learn something from it.
I just imagine them be like, Jared called and told me what you did to him.
like, they're like all ganging up and be like,
This one threw Jared out. That's what he's living with my sister. Like you're talking like that.
I know. There's probably like a whole horde of them out on our yard right now, just angry. I shouldn't have talked about them. I should have. Well, yeah. Mr. Puka. I shall not talk about the puka no more.
We will not talk about it.
No.
I've got to get RJ to bed because
Yes.
he's sleeping right now, but just in case he's got school tomorrow for the first time since beginning of December.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you girls for coming on the show.
Thank you.
This was a lot of fun.
I know.
I appreciate it. We got to come down in our basement and talk about
I
our
know.
puka.
And it's
Maybe
so
I could
cool.
charge people for that later.
No, it always is because it's like we got to just relax. We've known you
Mhm.
forever, Ron, and Rhonda, we appreciate you being such a gracious host to us. And we really, a lot of times we have to be like we're on stage and stuff like that. We have to be a lot more professional, but this is truly us, like crazy and all out there, and
Disaster.
y'all know that. I think it just helps us relate more with people, but it really makes it a good time that we can just let our hair down with y'all,
We love it. We love having you on here. We love talking about your interesting gifts that
Oh,
you've
gosh.
received. The weird men you pick up in Texas Roadhouse.
See, you all do have book material.
Yeah,
You really
yeah.
have book material.
I would. That would definitely be a bestseller. I think.
You know what? If not, it will be a good, like bathroom chronicle. You know what I'm saying?
Or even if you use it to light a fire, if there's enough fires, then it'll sell either way.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with being a toilet book. Sit there. That's. I think that would be the kind of book you'd want to have.
Oh, God,
Extra
yeah.
flammable. We should
Yeah.
put it on the front. This is extra flammable.
These are made actually made out of leaves. They're dried leaves. We're gonna.
Howard's funny as shit. He's like, this show has been brought to you by the Puka, your companion on all trips.
I bet the search engine for Google for Puka is going up tonight.
Oh, God.
Yes.
If not, you better, God. Don't take it if it's offered. Just cordially, just throw it
If you
out.
see a puka on the side of the road,
Kick it
in
out.
Christiansburg,
It's Misty.
Don't you bring that some
playing
bitch.
harmonica,
I want it
with
to
a little
talk like.
with a little change cup.
Little glasses, like it's
That's right.
blind.
I want it to talk like Chewbacca too. It's like, and it's just like tear soaked from Misty throwing it out.
All right, guys. Thank you for
right.
letting us come on and spend some time with y'all.
It was so
Absolutely.
much fun. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, and we will see you soon.
I hope.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
In person.
Hey,
Hopefully.
we've got a cabin con coming up at the Cabin on 360.
No
May
way.
30th
Is this
through
your first
June
cabin
1st.
con?
The first paranormal convention at the cabin. Just putting it out there.
I'm excited about that
That's a
sound.
good sound right there. It got a ring to it right
Oh,
there.
cabin.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
if you
God,
guys aren't busy,
cool. And
we
listen,
should talk to Dennis about coming out.
you hit us up with some dates, honey. We're starting to put our calendar
May
together.
30th through June 1st. That's
June
the date.
1st.
May 30th through June 1st.
May
That
30th.
weekend.
You're gonna have to write that
The
down.
last weekend in May. So
Well, we are gonna look, see if we're open and
Okay.
stuff like that, and we appreciate y'all so much.
no problem. Thank you so
Wanda,
much. We'll talk
Nice
to you
to
soon.
get to talk to you on here, by the way, darling.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, hopefully many more. And Ryan, I'm gonna give you a big hug when we see you.
Oh,
Love
I
y'all
can't
guys.
wait. Are you guys going
Bye.
to EnigmaCon in Radford?
No.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
No,
all
we're
right.
not going to be at that one. I don't know where we're going to be. When is that one, y'all?
I have no idea. Sometime
April?
April.
Or
Yeah.
March or April.
I
March,
think it's
got a lot
April.
of shit in March. I don't know. I've only got 5 or 6 dates this year, which is unusual for us because we kind of tried to scale it back because our mom's kind of having some difficulties. So that's why everything's always up in the air with us. But we try. So when we see y'all, we'll give you big old hugs.
Are y'all coming to
Hopefully we'll
Hanover?
be with the cabin.
No. Oh God, I feel so bad. You mean the Paracon at Hanover?
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all know this, but Steve, we are actually part of Steve. We're honorary members of Steve's group, and we love Transcend, but we don't get to do anything with them. And we're like, hey, we actually had a group our own, Sisters of Salem. He's like, we don't care,
come on in.
come on in. But we haven't got to do anything. And he was going to have us doing gallery reading and stuff like that. But we are actually, I don't know if y'all know Troy Taylor. He is a big author and he does the American Haunted America conference and stuff. And he booked us out for so many years. And it was the same weekend. So we had to say no, which is kind of shitty. We would love to be there. Are y'all going to Hanover?
Probably.
I'll be there. Yeah, we'll go check it out.
Hanover's great. And it's for a great cause. And there's so many good people that you meet there.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to give a shout out really quickly. I don't know if any of y'all know that Shelly, who was at St. Albans and stuff, she is passed.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all,
That's so sad.
we've been crying for days. Shelly was the biggest, loveliest person. Her soul was just brighter than anything. But also that other gentleman passed too. I think he was going to the Hanover a lot. I don't know what his name was. I didn't get
Oh, yeah. His name slips my mind, but I see a lot of posts about him.
What the fuck is
passing
going
away.
on? That we've been in this so long that people are dying now, y'all. What the fuck, man? I remember talking to you, Ryan, when you were speaking the first time that goddamn train ran through your shit at Gordon.
Yes, the greatest speech you ever heard, right? That was the best speech ever.
You'll never top it, honey. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm retired.
And now here we are, and our people are passing away. We can't. I mean, it just breaks my heart. But anyway,
It just goes to show to appreciate the people you have in your lives.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really talk as much as I'd like. So I'd like to change that and just stay in contact more. So
yes, that's what I feel too. I mean, it's like old times, and that's how you know it's a good friend too. You just pick right up and just keep on rolling, man.
hell
But
yeah.
I'll let you get RJ to bed. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
guys have a great night,
Yeah. Thank
and
you,
we'll
Mom.
see you soon.
All right.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I would go through all these. Michelle Wilfong, I'll go through all of them. Howie, Paranormal, whoever that is. Thank you for tuning in. Z-Sung, Renee, who's
Yep,
here.
Renee.
Scrolling. I think Paul Fowler was on here
Yes, he was. Lois was
earlier.
on.
Lois Clark was on here earlier. And I try to do my best to keep up with the comments. But when people are talking, it's kind of hard for me to acknowledge them. But I just want you guys to know we definitely appreciate everyone tuning in. Sorry about the Facebook thing. I don't know what happened there with that. Hopefully it's just a one-time thing. Although Thursday we'll be back here.
We'll be on YouTube, right? Only
YouTube exclusive. So that's our glam rock show Thursday night. Shelly Gearhart passed away. Was it Monday?
I think Monday.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Haven't. Just one of those. It's like when I've heard she passed away, I'm like, did I meet her? I guess yeah. I guess I met. I mean, I've talked to her, but we weren't particularly close, or was if I wasn't sure if I'd met her or not.
Right. I had never met her, but I know that it was affecting so many people that were commenting on it that I know. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of stuff at St. Albans back in the day. So yeah, I probably did chat with her. And it's very sad that she passed away. And of course the other gentleman, which I am so sorry I don't remember the guy's name. Let me look really quick because I want to give him his.
I know I can't think of his name. I met him at Mass Paracon. He was really nice. I know his last name was Taylor.
David Taylor, maybe.
Taylor, yeah. His
David Taylor. Yeah. I am sorry I didn't get a chance to get to know him, and may he rest in peace. And that just goes to show you just don't take for granted the time you have with, because we could leave here and then one of us could be gone tomorrow, so it's tough, but it just shows enjoy life. And like to go back to the beginning of the show, take that first step, just
in anything. It could be in mending fences, it could be in something else you want to just accomplish. Just take a step.
Yes. And if someone offers you a puka, probably best to say no.
Yeah.
If someone offers you a Japanese,
gracefully decline or take it and
open up the door and kick it out on the way home from Christiansburg.
We did not give that advice.
If someone says, hey, at a Texas Roadhouse says, hey, do you want to come home and see my Japanese demon? That's like the worst pickup line ever.
That sounds horrible. That would scare. You want to go see my Japanese demon?
Nope, neither do I.
It's like a weird fruity pickup line to me.
I'll buy you a blooming onion. You want to see my Texas, my Japanese demon?
You want to see my Japanese demon?
Oh my goodness. So next week we're bringing back Frederick.
Okay, cool.
Frederick Woodard. It is coming back, and next weekend happens to be the 11th anniversary of the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. 11 years.
Wow.
January 14th.
Well, that's gonna be a good. See, January's full of good stuff.
We're going to be talking about hypnotism next week.
Hypnotism.
Yes, so that is going to be a fun show. If you always want to know about hypnotherapy and stuff like that, join us next week. And then the next 2 weeks after that, we've got Chris Garcia.
Yeah, Chris Garcia.
Which I don't know how we're going to do readings on. I guess you can do readings through chat.
Yeah, you can.
Usually I have when people call in.
Yeah.
And then Dana Volmer is going to come on and do some cards for people.
Ooh.
So next week is hypnotherapy. The week after that, we've got Chris Garcia, psychic mediums. He's going to be doing readings for whoever wants readings to come on the show, and we type out, and we'll do the best to get everyone, read. And then if you don't get read by Chris, come over next week at the end, and we'll have Dana pull some cards for you guys. So we serve you guys, the freaks here in the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. And but I know what you're thinking. You're like, gosh, man, I'm really sad because the show is over, and I'm not going to be able to see my two favorite freaks until Tuesday. And I know it's really depressing, and I understand you. I get it. But guess what? Turn that frown upside down, because we're going to be back here Thursday night.
That's right. With Ed as well.
We're bringing the Hitman. We're doing it.
Yep.
The Ryan Effect and the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show together. We're going to be doing the Freakin Awesome playlist, and we're going to be chatting about glam rock, guys. We're going to be talking about Twisted Sister, Poison, Cinderella.
Yep.
All those. It's going to be so much fun.
It is.
On YouTube. Join us. YouTube exclusive. It's going to be awesome. And of course, Michelle, we always stay freaky.
Stay freaky.
We always stay freaky. And hope you guys will join us Thursday night, 9:00. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
All right, guys. Have a good night. They go over here to the closing credits here, and boom.